Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be using power tools to do some carving. Specifically, we'll carve out a dish or a bowl from a diamond patterned plywood. I'm going to rush through the creation of the diamond patterned plywood because I have another video that you can check out that goes more into detail, as well as there's a channel from Michael Alm, who is the master of plywood patterns. I'll put the link to his channel as well as my video in the description, so go ahead and check that out. So briefly, what I did was cut the plywood into strips and face glued them into a panel, and now I'm cutting a 45-degree on the panel. Take it back to the table saw to cut more strips. Once those strips are cut, you're going to do an end grain glue up and make another panel. Cut that panel into strips, and eventually you'll end up like I did here, the final step in creating a diamond patterned plywood. Like I said, I did rush through it, but I do have a link to Michael Alm's channel in the description of this video. He goes more into the details of creating the various different patterns out of plywood, so check it out. So to do the carving, I'll be using this Arbortech Ball Gouge with my Makita grinder. The silver stripe that you see on the ball gouge is actually the cutting surface that actually cuts the wood. The ball gouge fits any standard angle grinder with a 5/8 inch spindle. So you just screw it on, make sure it's tight, and you're ready to start carving. As with all power tools, it's your responsibility to use it safely. Read the instructions before you use it and always be safe. I have never carved plywood with this ball gouge, so it's going to be interesting to see if I get any tear out. What I'm going to do is take some shallow passes at a very low angle, and I'm just feathering it in from my right hand side to my left hand side so the ball gouge doesn't run away from me. Just take your time and just have fun with it. So I'm keeping my angle grinder at a low angle, and that kind of helps not getting much tear out, which is a good thing. As you can see, I used a couple of screws to hold down my plywood panel to the work surface before I started carving it, and every few minutes I just rotate it, screw it back to the work surface, and then start carving again. I did draw an oval shape onto the plywood, and I'm trying to stay within that line as I carve. Another tip is I'm changing the angle of the plywood panel every few minutes and coming in with the angle grinder from different angles. All I'm doing here is checking how deep I am on the plywood. It is a 3/4 inch plywood, so I don't want to carve too far down in case I blow out from the other side, which wouldn't be good. I think we're close enough to completing the carving part of this project, and then onto shaping the dish. As you can see, the ball gouge did a pretty nice job. I don't see much tear out, and we're going to hand sand it anyway, so overall I'm happy with that. Next step is to take the plywood panel to the bandsaw and cut out the dish shape or the bowl shape. Again, take your time, take it easy, there's no need to rush, and as always, make sure you know where your fingers are. So now I'm going to start shaping the dish using the belt sander. First thing I'm going to do is put a chamfer on it. Again, it's a personal choice how you want to shape it, but I'm going to start with a chamfer on the dish using the belt sander and then using a hand sander to further refine the shape as you want it. I did spend quite a bit of time hand sanding it to the shape I wanted, and I'm quite happy with that. And finally, the best part of the project is to seal the dish, and I'm going to use Danish oil to do that. This Danish oil is going to make the pattern plywood really pop. I don't know about you, but I find it really satisfying to see the diamond shape pop as I apply the Danish oil. I did apply about 3 coats of the Danish oil. So I'm going to give you some close-up pictures of the dish at the end of the video, so stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, that always helps. And leave a comment, tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.